Hey everyone, welcome back to another Elden Ring video. I hope that everybody is having an absolutely fantastic day, and in today's video we're going to go ahead and go over everything you need to know to start a new game plus, and this is going to be journey 2. Now if you've already started a brand new journey or multiple times or whatever it might be, then you already know all this information, but ultimately there's going to be 3 different categories. There's going to be what doesn't carry over, what changes are made to new game plus, and then what does carry over. I'm going to start with what doesn't carry over, but I do want to say that we carry over a lot more than I ever expected, and honestly it makes it so incredibly easy to get started in a new game plus. But let's go over some of the things that you are really going to need to know. I'm going to go over some tips and tricks for you guys and things that I really want to be able to share with you so that you are as prepared for new game plus as possible. So the first thing we're going to go over is what does not carry over. So great runes, any bell bearings that have been given to the 2 maiden husks, any medallions that you found for any of the lifts, and any secret area will have to be rediscovered. Really, there's not that many of them. Your area and access to the blood area will have to be rediscovered. There's 2 ways to be able to do that. Any story progression, so anything that was previously a open door, as an example, like this door right here to go and visit the 2 fingers, I can't open on right away on the new game plus. I have to get to obviously a specific point in that story in order to really get it to progress. Any mending runes will have to be obtained again. Anything that was an item to unlock something specific you have now lost, like glintstone keys, the black knife print, things like that. Any clues and letters that were obtained through an NPC and an NPC quest line are going to have to be rediscovered. So if there's not a quest line that you didn't completely finish in your previous go through, you're going to have to start from the very beginning of whatever quest line that may be. Any sites of grace that you had previously found will have to be found again, so you can't access just anywhere you want right off the top of the top of the beginning or the beginning of the game. Any painting puzzles, so any of the things that you find in the paintings in the different locations, there's one I can give to you right off the top of my head. If we look at the map, you can see something that carries over pretty much right away. But if you go over to the artist shack right here as an example, there's a painting here that you can discover and it will take you somewhere. If you discovered that painting but didn't discover the location and receive the item from finding that location, you're gonna have to find that original painting again to get that reward at the end. So you're gonna have to do that. I hope that makes sense. Any side quests will be 100% reset if you didn't finish them. Sorcery scrolls and incantation prayer books will have been lost and will need to be found again. And then the Mark of the Frenzy Flame, if that was the story progression that you decided to go, that will be removed from your character, and along with any other cosmetic changes that were done throughout the process. All right, so with that information kind of going over, you can kind of clearly see what things we're able to carry over. So yeah, you can see the whole map right off the bat, which is really nice. I really like that. You don't have to go and rediscover all those things again because we already discovered them once. It's nice that they let us keep those discoveries. So and you can actually hover over an area and see exactly what that place was. So if you are like, oh, I need to go to like the Stella Crystal Tunnel, there's something there that could be of importance to you, then at least if you've already previously discovered this, then you know exactly where you need to go in order to find that. Which kind of leads me on to my next thing. Before you really start a new game plus, I recommend that you explore everything that you possibly can. Gather as many items that you can right off the bat, because it might take you a while in order to get to certain areas of the map again. As an example, you know, I ran to the capital as fast as I can, but I can't get into the capital at this specific grace site right here just because there is a block and it tells me that I have to obtain more great runes to access it. So I'm kind of stuck at this point. So either I need to go and fight some of the main people, or I need to do some other things in order to do this. Now I did get to the capital very quickly by basically running around Stormville Castle, making my way into the lakes, and then going into the academy, getting the glintstone key right away, going up to Volcano Manor, and then going back through this way. And you can kind of see my progression to get over to the capital. So that completely avoided me from going through the secret area or even going up the lift. So makes it nice, right? I wish there was the things that I want to be able to get that I wasn't able to obtain last time, based on some of the decisions that I made, were up here in the mountaintops of the giants, and there's no easy way to get there. So that's why I'm, especially in like the capital or later, if there's areas that you really want to be able to get specific items from that you may have like, oh, I really wish that I would have gotten that, make sure that you do that. Get that item prior to starting over. Now, the other thing that's going to happen is you're going to lose your runes completely, and just from going from where I'm at basically to the capital and a few other things along the way, things that kind of came up, I was able to obtain over 4,000 runes. So you're going to get more runes from things that you're going to kill, but the enemies do get stronger, which means that, you know, they can be a lot harder, and they're going to have more health in Limgrave, and then they're going to slowly get easier as you get further into the game. It seems like the people that I fought outside the capital were actually about the same as they were in the old game, but I could tell that some of the characters and NPCs that I was killing at the beginning of the game area, you know, the stronger ones took a couple hits of sorcery in order to go ahead and do that. So that can be kind of a problem. But yeah, you get to carry over a lot of stuff as well, which is more than I would have ever thought. Obviously, you get to keep any of your flasks, any of your rune arcs that you had found, your starlight shards, anything that you've kept with this, anything that you found as far as your consumables go, you get to keep. Any of your throwing knives, which is pretty outstanding. Your shackles, like the Margaret shackle here, and also Monk shackle, those are things that I had purchased just because I wanted to see if they would carry over, and they did, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got all of the different things. Now, for whatever reason, I accidentally did this one 3 times, so that one carried over for the remembrance. I can't do anything with it right now, and I wouldn't get anything from it anyway because I already have both items. I made a mistake with the one that I chose, and that was my own stupidity. But all your fingers, as far as in being able to invade or help other people, you can clearly do right from the very beginning. The other thing is you get to start with Torrent right off the bat as well. So I think that was under the key inventory items. You don't have to go to the different sites of grace to meet Melania in order to actually, or Melena, in order to get Torrent. You get them right from the very beginning of the game, so you don't even have to like sit at a side of grace. You can just instantly have them. Good to go. I like that. You get to keep all of your spirit ashes that you found, and you can see like in a case that I actually got 2 because I've done certain things just to see what would happen, and you get them multiple times, so make sure that you're choosing the right one, or hopefully we can sell them. I guess I haven't tried that yet or not. Any crafting material that you obtained in the previous run or previous runs you'll get to keep. Golden seeds and tears, I am 100% maxed out, so I can't do anything with these. So they are completely worthless to me anymore. I just wanted to see if there's something more that I could do with them, and so far I haven't really found anything. But if you have a ton of runes and you've done a lot of exploring like I did my first time around, you can see that I'm at level 251. I had a lot. I also spent a lot of time rune farming because I wanted to make sure that going into a brand new world, that if there was a new weapon that I wanted to be able to duplicate or have 2 of what, I didn't have to worry about finding the smithing stones later, just because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to access certain areas as quickly as I wanted to, so I bought them prior. So I bought 24 of all of the somber ones, and I bought a ton of the smithing stones. I believe I bought like 148 of these, I think, each, I believe. And then I already upgraded one of my weapons, which was the Uchi Katana. You get to keep all of your ghost and grave gloveworts, which I maxed out all of my spirit tuners, spirit tuning items that I wanted to. And then what I would recommend is that you upgrade and buy any incantation and any spell that you've, like anything that you can think of and get your hands on. I would go everywhere and buy anything that you possibly can. Yeah, is there things that I missed? I'm sure there is, but this will drastically help you with going ahead and starting out the next one. Same thing with the incantations. I have noticed that I'm able to stack, so I got 2 of these, and these weren't from using a lost ashes in order to duplicate it. I was just able to obtain 2 of them because I went to a location and was able to get 2 of them. Same thing with the impaling thrust. Now, the one thing that I'll hugely recommend is that you upgrade whatever weapon that you possibly can. And if you even remotely plan on using it through your next playthrough, whether it's trying out a brand new build or even using the same one, just either buy more smithing stones or upgrade something right off the bat. I just felt like this was going to be the best way that I could do it. I upgraded a majority of my weapons to +9. I mean, I'm talking I spent time and time and time, get enough runes, and then buy the smithing stones, and then upgrade as many things as I could that I felt like I was going to use to +9, that, you know, that I thought maybe I would do something with potentially. So now moving on to one thing that was really important. Obviously you can do a respec of your character with Renala, and you're gonna have to refight her before you can actually go ahead and do that. You get to carry over your Levar tiers, which is awesome. I really like that, but you're not going to be able to respec your character for quite a while. So make sure that you are respecing your character to what you want your new character to be. If you've made some mistakes and you want to play the exact same play style, but just more powerful, then by all means go ahead and do that. Just respec it to whatever you want. Waste and spend one of your tiers and do that right off the bat, because whatever you start with, whatever is currently in your inventory and equipped, this is what you're going to start with when you first come out of the graveyard and you fight that very first creature. This is what you're given. So make sure that your build is centered around how you want to play your first little bit. And that's the best piece of advice that I can give to you guys. You will lose all of your runes, so you might as well spend them on something. Get everything that you can and anything that you possibly would want, and then finish any progression of any story quest that might not have multiple endings, just so you can get all the rewards from that. I know that there was some that I had missed out on, and I'll have to start from the beginning for some of them, which kind of sucks, but that's my own fault for not doing it. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are as prepared as possible. But if you guys have any questions regarding any of this, make sure that you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. If you guys need help or just have questions, by all means leave a comment. But you know, here at the shop, I have nothing. I mean, none of my bell bearings are here now, and that kind of sucks. I can't buy it. So make sure that you get and bring everything to this world that you want in order to start anew. But until next time, YouTube, you keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.